today. And, you know, one of the things we said we want to do with Super Saturdays is we want to bring people who are doing well outside to come here, to come and speak with us and then share, you know, their journey in the business with us. So today we have, you know, someone that I respect a lot. And I've been following, you know, the progress of this lady for the last couple of, you know, 2 years or thereabout. So I had the privilege of speaking with her. And then when we spoke, she was just like anything for our community, especially if it is the Nigerian community and the Black community. She's happy and ready to, you know, to come and speak and all of that. Now, she mentioned something to me, which, you know, I like to share here. She says, oh, why is it so hard for us to be able to do business in Canada? And I'm like, oh, we're here for you. Whatever it is that you need, we can help you with. She's been, you know, so many of my teams in the US, especially in Houston, Texas, have attended sessions that she's done. And every time they come back, I'm like, oh, this person is fantastic. This person is this person is that. So today I want to welcome to our midst one of the fastest growing executive marketing directors in the organization. This lady has only been here for just about 4 years, and she's $500,000 income earner in the organization. I mean, I attended one of the sessions she did, and I'm just wondering, Francisca, how do you do all of this? She's on fire, as in literally, she's on fire. She's ready to go out there, get whatever it is that needs to get done, and then just keep moving. And I can imagine why she's, you know, she's this successful. She's a nurse by training. I think, if I'm not mistaken, she's now full-time here in WFG. At some point, she was still combining her nursing work and, you know, the business together. So without taking too much of your time, I want to welcome here this morning to our midst, Francisca Nwoye. Thank you so much for accepting to do this, and then we look forward to learning from you. Take it away.
All right. Good morning, BC. Good morning, everyone. Wow. I don't know what time it is at your place. Maybe the same time, Eastern time, 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock like mine, or, you know, or less. So, but I appreciate every one of you being here Saturday morning, because this is time people want to sleep it a little longer, or hey, they were at the party all Friday night, and today, guess what? They're like, no, I don't have time for this. But you are here because you are one of the champions. And I'm looking at the faces. This is amazing, you know, to see my people that look like me. Okay, and I'm looking at names. Those are names that sound like names I know. It's amazing. It gives me joy. Like DC, you know, mentioned during the introduction. I tell you what, my goal is, what can we do to make our community better? Imagine there are 45 people here. I know it could be more than this. And some of you are here, not with your camera. I understand. Maybe you're still in your bed, still tired, right? But guess what? I will encourage you to jump up, you know, take the ownership. And as you are jumping up, all of you here, I will encourage you to call your sideline, upline, downline, whatever line, to come and listen with you. I don't have anything special to talk about, but guess what? Hey, how about just family, community talking and discussing together on a common goal? That's amazing. So call them so that they would listen with you, and that then you go back and share what you heard. It would be a lot better than you go back to try to interact them. So text them now, call them. Hey, jump on Zoom, jump on Zoom, jump on Zoom. It's gonna be amazing. Just tell them to jump in, right? Because I know this is a great thing. Having Kenny here. Hi, Kenny, how are you? You know, it's a great organization. I know you have a lot of leaders here. So those leaders should already have a lot of people that's supposed to be jumping on Zoom. So 47 is not the number, okay? It's not a number. No, we need to have more than that. Okay, having a CEO in the room should be at least 100 people on this Zoom, okay? So what does that mean? Call them up, call them up. All right, so without taking much of your time, I'm here this morning just to spend a little time with all of you. Hi, Ken, you want to say something?
Yes, I said we have 2 CEOs.
Oh, wow. Can you imagine? So we should have 200 people at least in this room.
So let me highlight the second CEO.
All right.
So that is that's our CEO, Olajumoke Serike.
Oh, wow.
So,
hi, how are you, Francisca?
I am good. I am good. How are you?
Good. Thank you. Really appreciate your coming.
No problem.
Thank you very much. We're going to learn a lot from you today, right?
I don't know about that.
Thank you for coming. Thank you.
All right. All right.
Take it away. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. So, so we're here, you know, to just talk about the same thing you've been hearing, nothing different, but guess what? Like Mrs. said, hey, let us just hear from a different voice. And that is what I do in my own team as well. You know, there's what is called a parent deaf. So after a while, they wouldn't hear you anymore. It will be sounding like a bam, 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 because they've heard it several times. But it's the same thing. We're still talking about the same thing. Okay. And all it is taking ownership. If people will stop the pain on her, so I like to see everybody's face. It makes me feel better. I'm only seeing her. How do I, let me see. Awesome. I fixed that. Okay. So yeah, it makes me feel good. And looking at people's face, you know, it gives me strength, gives me energy, makes me feel like, yeah, I am here with people, not ghosts, right? And that's why when I'm doing training, I say, hey, everybody jump on your, you know, be on your camera. Because, you know, when you're not on camera, guess what? This is one thing about what we do. Yes, prior to COVID, we were running the business where? In the offices, right? 100%. Very few people were doing Zoom before COVID. But when COVID happened, we all went on Zoom, which makes it awesome. It makes it amazing. But guess what? It gives us so much freedom, which make a lot of people to laugh. They were not doing what they should be doing anymore. They're in the bed. They won't get up. Now, the way you listen when you're in bed is not the same way you listen when you're sitting up. The way you listen when your camera is on is not the same way you listen when your camera is off. So I'm telling you, every one of you, unless I know some people at work, I understand. So if you're at work and you can't have your camera on, that's okay. But if you're not at work, if you're at home, just because you want to be comfortable, I will encourage you to be on your camera for your own good. So yes, I've been in this business now. As a matter of fact, I enrolled to the BFG 8 years ago, okay? And I was introduced to this. I wasn't looking for this business. I never knew it was existing. I never thought about finding myself in the financial field because I have been in the healthcare. So I am one of those that went to nursing school back home. So it's not like I came to America, oh, this is the only career that will give you a job. No, I've always had the intention to help people. That has been me growing up. So I went to nursing school, despite the fact that it was a torture for me. Why is it a torture? I love to help people, but I couldn't stand blood. I couldn't stand cut on somebody's body. I couldn't stand smell. My olfactory lobe is like so sensitive, but I still have that strong desire to help people. And I, you know, graduating from high school, what my dad did, he never did that for any of the children. He went and bought a book. I think he bought that before the war. I wasn't even born then. It was a book on the healthcare. He said, I know you like to help people. I want you to hold on to this book and try to get into nursing school. So I said, oh my God, how did my dad just, you know, describe me this way? But hey, to cut the story short, I went into nursing school. During my clinical, I passed out how many times? 3 times. In the operating room, immediately they cut that woman, I was on the ground. I could not stop, you know, stand it. That cut and the blood, oh my God. I woke up outside and ran back to the operating room because it's my clinic, I gotta have it done. And it happened several times. Even my final year in nursing, then this woman was, you know, she had this very huge fibroid and I wasn't there. This is my final year. I was supposed to be already used to a lot of those stuff. I wasn't, but I still wanted to get that done. I was in that room. As soon as that woman's, you know, stomach or abdomen was cut, again, I woke up outside. So I woke up, I knew that I passed out again, and I rushed back into the room, okay, because I have to finish my clinical. What am I saying? Mental toughness. But then I didn't know that's what mental toughness is called, because a lot of people would have given up with that. Then I came to US, Okay, I finished school. I didn't walk back home because I finished and I have to come here right away. Then I started working. I tell you what, oh my God, you know, when I have to dress anyone, when I have somebody on track and all those stuff, it was a torture, but I was still doing it. Why? Because that burning desire to help people was there. And I go to work every day. You know, my patients, before I leave, they'll, can you come and give me a hug before you leave and all those stuff. So I see myself was bringing hope to them. I worked in the what is it called? In the unit where we had inmates, like a prison, but in the hospital. I tell you what, there's one that really, every day I think about that, I say, Lord, thank you that you used me to really bring hope to so many people. Then I went in there, you know, these people, you know, they are prisoners. A lot of people see what they've done. I go in there, I try not to read what they did. I see them as my fellow human being because a lot of them, yes, they did what they did, but they have repented. So you shouldn't be counting on that anymore. So I come in there, and each time I come to work, before, you know, I come into their room, if it's the one that's been coming, they say, oh, Francisca, you're here. They want me to be their nurses. Why? Because I come and I speak life and I pray with them. And they feel so good about that. But there was this very guy that I was not even working on the unit that was put to another unit. But immediately I was coming, I was greeting the officers. He heard my voice, he said, Francisca, Francisca. I'm like, who's calling me? They said, the patient over there. Then I stuck my head into the room. This guy was in isolation with a lot of, you know, infection going on. He said, Francisca, please, can you come? Can you come? I said, officer, can you let me, please? He said, yes. Then I came in and said, Francisca, can you give me a hug? Then I looked, this guy was, you know, with a lot of infection. I said, okay. I grabbed my what is it called? You know, all the protective stuff. And I said, officer, can you let me? He said, yes. I gave this guy a hug. I held him, letting go his last breath, he died. That's all he wanted that moment. He wanted that. Family were not there. Hope, hope, hope. And that's been going on with me. Then guess what? When this business found me, how did it find me? They stopped our benefit where I was working. Yes, we had, you know, where I was working at Metro General. Some of you are still tied to your job. Oh, I have benefit there. Oh, they have retirement plan. Oh, I have long time, everything. Yes, awesome. I was one of those. But know that when you have a job, you are just renting it. It's not yours. It will be taken out at any time. So time to fight for your own and take ownership of those things that are very important to your life, to your family, to your future. So what happened when they took away our benefit? You know, the pension plan, the, you know, disability, the life insurance, they stopped everything. That was my, you know, wake-up call. So in the search of where I can start saving for my retirement, one of the colleagues introduced me to this company, said, hey, go there. I'm already doing my, you know, my retirement, my savings with them. And I went that day. That was life-changing. I went there and I listened to what this company does. The first is that financial planning. They help you to do what? To start saving your money. Put it together, how it will work for you, and they fix your future. Then the next is how you can see yourself learning more and educating more people. Immediately, I'm like, okay, all these plans they just explained are all amazing. But guess what? I will sign up, but I walk away. I don't understand them because it was a lot of information. Just like you go to the doctor, tell them what's going on, they will assess you, they give you medication. Those medications that you were taking, you're taking them out of trust, not because you know how they work in your body. The same thing happens with financial field. Okay, unless you are inside that ocean, then you learn more to understand it more. So the fact they said, hey, we offer education where you will learn more and even educate more people, make some money on the side, and apparently build you some business on the side. I'm like, okay. I took the two. Guess what? The person that sent me there, my fellow nurse, is still in nursing today because she took one. She became a client and walked away. But God used her to open the door for me. To God be the glory. I bless Susan every day that she mentioned this to me. I grabbed the two. Okay. So I started attending classes. started attending training. I got my license. But guess what? A life hit me. When life hit me, you know, I ran for 3 months. Within 3 months in the business, I was MD. I was presented like I've been in business for years. But there were a lot of, things going on around me, domestically and just beyond. So I put my business under the table. I was running it just gradually. I was not coming to training, nothing, but hey, I knew that this is my life saving, that this is the American dream, that this is where I have to be. I don't know about you now. You are here, you're facing challenges and you're thinking of cutting off this business. I will tell you, do not do that. I've been to challenges, tough challenges, but let me tell you, when you have that power, when you have that strength, don't let anything stop you. But first of all, try to understand where you are, what is going on in this environment. Don't try to be peeping through the window. You can never know enough to, doing that. You have to be all in and learn what is going on. Because the first 3 months I started, I did not miss any training. I was working night shift with 4 children. At that moment, my last 2 kids were 2 years old and 1 year old back to back because I had them back to back. And guess what? My other older ones were, 10 and 8. So do you think it was easy? No, it was not. Okay, I would get up from work, jump to the morning training for 1 hour, and then we have to drive in the office. Then immediately I have to change my schedule to make sure I fix myself where I'll be able to, attend the training that we had on Tuesday and Saturday. So what did I do right away? Make my other activities to fit into the business and not making the business fit into my activities. So I was able to run for only 3 months, become an MD, and guess what? I slowed down. So I went back to school to get my BSN and a lot of other things going on. Guess what? Immediately I finished school and settled a lot of things going on around me. Bam. But when that was going on, I tell you what, I became SMD, even in that quiet moment, because yes, I had a lot going on, but my mind was in the business because I have studied and learned that the business is great. You are still having doubt today. A lot of you are still like, am I going to do this? Is it going to be for me? Because you still don't understand the business. When you don't understand things, you are standing with one leg. When you understand where you are, you stand with your foot, two legs. So what happened? Immediately, I got things moved out of my way, which was 4 years ago. I didn't even try to say, hey, you know what? Let me now put more time into this business and still work in nursing. No, I cut off that nursing right away. At that moment, my income in the business was worth about, 35,000. In nursing, I was making worse, at least 100,000. But with over time, the nurses can make that kind of money, especially, living in the state where I am, in Texas, it's over time. Nurses kill themselves with over time. Back broken, legs broken, UTI, just name it. A lot of you are still married with your job where you are working, 16 hours and everything, grinding. You've done that the last 5 years, the last 10 years, and you're going to see yourself do the same thing next 5 years. The next 10 years, is your life going to change? No, it's going to be the same. So what is your goal? Do you want change or do you want to remain the same? This business, this company is out here to make us to be who we've wanted to be and to see that American dream come true in this country. So now, because of this, I am going to bring up this, my, PowerPoint. Can I share? Do I have the power to share? All right. So let me bring this up real quick. And yes, I'm going to fly through it, but nothing I will say here will be like what you've not heard before, okay? So this is, Francisca, what am I going to encourage every one of you? Do all it takes. If you are not an SMD yet, do all it takes to become an SMD in this business. A senior marketing director, to own your own business, to own your own company. If you are not SMD, you are just starting. And you have equal opportunity, just like everybody else. If I can be SMD, if Kenny can be CEO, if Jumoke will be a CEO, BC will be SMD, and so on. I'm telling you, you can be as well. But can you imagine having a name brand business fully registered as a corporation in your name? And how much did it cost you to start this business? Maybe $100 or $125, depending on what where you are. In Canada, I think it's $125, right? So how much did it cost for me to start this business? Fully registered corporation, this is only $100 in US. Today is $125, still nothing, right? But let me explain a little bit why this logo, because it has a very strong meaning. Okay, I'm still out there trying to help educate, bring people to that hope. So when I was thinking of what name can this business, my team be? Deliver, go and deliver people from financial stagnancy, from backwardness, from hopelessness, bring them to that place of hope and excitement. And this is not just, hey, in US, it's globe. My goal is to go around, my vision is to go around the world. Okay, so for that reason, I can do that not by my own strength, by the power of the Holy Spirit. You see the dove right there. It's gonna lead me to set those people free, wash them off by the blood of the Lamb. That's right, you see, and bring them to the place of glory, hope. That's good. That is the meaning of my logo. Okay, so now our business is the American dream. I don't know what you're still thinking, but I encourage you to study your business. If you don't understand this business, you see yourself still wobbling. You are here as a champion, and guess what? School never ends for the champions. You are in this business. It is a school. Apparently, some of you just started maybe a month ago, a week ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, but you have not really spent time to learn and study this business. I will encourage you. The reason why you're still being pushed around, the reason why you're still doubting, the reason why you're still like wondering, is it real? Is it gonna work? Is it for me? Because you have not studied the business. I will encourage you to bend down to study the business, okay? Then when you study it and you understand it, when you understand it, you start seeing yourself love the business, okay? You're gonna see yourself start loving it because you can't love what you don't know, okay? The next thing, master your business skill. When you master your business skill, then it gives you that, conviction to go out there to talk to people. You can't do anything in life if you don't have that, skill. When we say skill, you don't have to be absolutely perfect. No, you don't have to be, okay? When we talk about skill, it can be just skill of how to absorb no. Yes, there will be a lot of no. Because they're saying no because they don't understand what you have, what you're bringing. But you who know what you're bringing, okay, should know that that shouldn't be a problem. They're saying no, and they know that no doesn't mean that they wouldn't do it. No could mean they're not ready right now. No mean they want to learn more. They want to understand it more. No means they want to see if they will trust you. No means they want to see if you believe in what you're saying. And when you hear no, then you see yourself slump back, okay? But I want you to take ownership of your business. This is your business, okay? This is not Kenny's business. This is not business. This is not Jumoke's business. The same way I have my full registered corporation, you have everyone here has the full right to have their own business like that. I mean, can you just imagine? Whatever career you have now, or maybe you own a business already, but how much did it cost you to actually have that business name? But guess what? This company makes it so easy for us, okay? Now, one thing I will encourage you is to see yourself start, building to become an agency. Do not see yourself be here as an agent. A lot of people come here. Yes, I don't want to talk to anybody. If you don't want to talk to anybody, you just want to learn and know the products and get with your license and go and be, helping people. A hunter can only eat when they shoot. You want to remain a hunter? I hope not. But guess what? If you keep yourself and make yourself an agent, you are now, taking away this company's mission, because their mission is to make you a business owner. They make you to an agency. Yes, you hear me talk a lot about healthcare. A lot of nurses, a lot of people in healthcare, people that are not even in healthcare, they do what? They have healthcare agencies, right? And all kinds of agencies. This company allows you to have your own financial agency. What is stopping you? But I'm going to come down to it more. Train your own agent to become an agency as well. What does that mean? Get yourself to that SMD. If you're already an SMD, your goal should be to pop out more SMD. Help them to rise to the top. That is my goal. And my team hears me say that all the time. Hey, let's rise to the top together. Because this is a business whereby everybody become SNDC or AVC. It does not deny anybody anything. So why wouldn't everybody be that, SMD? Come on. But you have to have that burning desire. Okay. Now, when you become your own agency, make sure you repeat the cycle. Who can I help? Who can I help? Who can I, help hold their hand to get them rise to the top? Let that be the goal for everyone. Now, let me talk about this a little bit more. I know a lot of you here still want to see yourself, hey, I don't want to recruit. And guess what? You are not just only hurting yourself, you're hurting so many people. But looking at this cash flow quadrant, apparently a lot of you, or almost every one of you have seen this, you know about this. Now, it doesn't matter where you are all over the world. You can see yourself making money from any of these quadrants. You can see yourself being on the left side, and apparently you've been on this left side for many years. You count how many years you've been working, whether it's here or outside the country. And you have been working for somebody waiting for paycheck. Now let me explain this, see if this is actually what you want. Okay, so when you look at this is, every day I look at this stuff, I say, oh wow, how many people can I help to shift from where they are to the next one? Because this company has done that for me, right? Now, you have that great career, awesome. And guess what? A lot of you are still stuck in your career. I am not, let me tell you one thing. I am one of those that when I'm doing assessment, somebody just coming on board and they have no job and they don't have pile of money stocked and they want to start this business, I don't encourage them. Why? Because they're going to be in pain. They are under pressure. They need to pay their bills. And guess what? If I get them to just register with WAG, I'm telling you, it's going to be hell for me and them because this is a business. I make them to go and get some kind of job to start paying their bills. Then I train them on how to build this business on the side. If you are hungry, nothing somebody says to you goes into your brain. You gotta get some sugar in that brain for you to be able to focus. So they have to get some money coming. So what does that mean? A lot of you say, I don't want to leave my job. That's why I don't want to do this business. Nobody's asking you to leave your job right away, but build this business on the side. Then when you got this business going, you see yourself, you don't need to do that job and be a slave anymore. Now, on this left side of the quadrant, this is where 95% of the population, it doesn't matter where, all over the world, they are because they like their comfort. They want to open their hand all the time for somebody to give them money as a paycheck. So they are employee running and chasing this clock for them to make that little money. They have that job. They call it job. I call it just over broke. Okay. So now you see those that are tired of answering sir and mer to somebody. They want to be their own boss and they have their own self-practice, their small, shop and stuff like that. They are self-employees. The only difference between them and somebody who is an employee, they are paying themselves. They own the job, but they're still in the job. They are still on the left side of the quadrant. So if you own any kind of, shop and you call that business, I am going to show you now where the business owners are. If you have to be there for money to come out, if you have to show up every day, if you travel, if you're not there, nothing is happening, you don't own a business. Now, there's no stable income for you. Nurses, doctors, with other careers and other jobs we do, a lot of you are still kind of crippled there because you think, oh, I need a stable income. No, there's no stable income. Get sick, something happened, you don't work for 6 months, your disability, short-term, long-term, whatever benefit you have a job is already exhausted. The money you saved is gone. Let me see that stable income you have. The stable income, I'm going to show you what stable income is. As long as you are on this left side, it doesn't matter how much you make. But you have to be there. You're a doctor. You're an attorney. You have to be there for money to come, to operate in your clinic. No, you are not a business owner yet. You are self-employed. Because without you, that income stops. Now look at what happened on the right side. On the right side is where only 5% of the population are. Only 5% enjoying 95% of the wealth. Excuse me. Is that what I see? Is that what I heard? 5% of the population are enjoying 95%. I wonder why they are. You don't wonder why they are rich. Come on. You find yourself among 95%, 5% of the world. You wonder why you are struggling. You're wondering why you are struggling in life. Find yourself in that midst of 5%ers. So, who are the 5%ers? Who are on the right? When you own a business that owns a system, with or without you, you'll be gone for a year or 2 years. Your business is even doing better than it was when you were there. That is when you know that you're a business owner. Without you at all, the money is still made. That is when you are a business owner. So now, some of you that think I own a business, I want you now to look at that. Okay, think of McDonald's. It doesn't matter where you go and eat McDonald's, they taste the same way. Why? Because they own a system. Now, I work in the hospital. The owner of the hospital, do they work with us? No. But when you come as a CNA, you go through orientation. You come as a nurse, you go through orientation. You know, respiratory therapists go through orientation. Doctors and name it, and also they go through orientation. What is that? What does that mean? The system is there. So everybody come and learn the system, and they run the system, and the system run the business, and money is made. That is where you want to find yourself. Now, investors are people that now have the money working for them. Money don't sleep. Your money work for you 24/7, but you have to have that money to put in there. Then who become investor quicker? The business owner, because a lot of money are produced. People on the left struggle to find themselves to become an investor. But let me tell you one thing. What does this business do? They move people from the left to the right. They train you at no cost. All of you sitting down here this morning, I don't know how much you paid to be in the training this morning. This company trains us for free to become business owners, to run our own agency and have that which is called stable income, not that which you're making because you have a career that you think, oh, I always get a job. So get a broken leg and see if you get a job. You can't work in your bed or hospital bed, right? But even if you get a broken leg as a business owner, money is still made. Where do you want to be? I want you to just think again about what is going on in this business, what this company is doing. If they can make me a business owner, they can make you a business owner. And this side of the quadrant is American dream. Not here, not on the left. So where do you want to be? Are you actually where you want to be? Then what is that depriving you or taking your focus away from reaching and becoming that full business owner? I don't know. Nothing can stop me. Hey. Okay. But as a matter of fact, I'm out there trying to see how many more can I actually help and pull together so that we can get there. Okay. So you're looking at this business platform. It's not like other traditional businesses. Their platform is amazing. It's so beautiful. I love this business every day. Okay. I have how many people in my payroll? I don't even have to worry about anybody as my employee. No. I don't have to worry about overhead, workers' camp. No cold calling. Like some people pick up phone and call me because they see my name. Yeah, I am licensed in 46 states and, about to get into Canada. So you look up Francisca Nwoye, you can see me everywhere. So phone ringing like crazy. That's cold call. They're calling me because they see me as a licensed person, right? In California, in Texas, in Tennessee, in New York, everywhere. My name is there, right? And they're calling me. I'm like, yeah. Most of them, when they come, if I have time, I say, hey, let's get on Zoom. I want to see about your business. Man, I talk to them. They're like, oh my God, I wish I met you. I need to get into this business. Some of them are the BFG agent that left. Do not be one of those because they did not understand the business. I mean, I'm telling you, even like last night, I was, working with my team members. This guy was one of those that reached out to me. He was in the BFG for 2 years. And now somebody called him to another company and he left. Then he, called me to join him there. I'm like, really, let's talk. I didn't tell him, where I am in the business. I said, hey, let's talk. I would like to know more about your business. Yeah, I've been searching on where I want to hit that road. Come on. It seems like your business is doing great. Man, I finished with this guy. He said, Francisca, if I knew you, if I were in your team, I wouldn't leave. But it was not about me. I said, now let me tell you one thing. When you were here, you did not pay attention to understand how the business worked in our firm. That's all it is. So a lot of you here still thinking somebody's calling you, thinking is working. No, you have not been down. No, you are here where you have no boss. You are your own boss. There's no discrimination. There's no quotas. What is the complaint about? You don't need any experience to start this business. I did not know anything about health, accounting or financing or business. No, they only need your coachability. That is where we have big problem in our community. We are too smart and we don't want anybody to tell us something. No, why would you tell me I can do it? You must be coachable. That is one thing that you have to do. You have to be coachable. This is not a fly-by-night business. This is not something that you can just say, hey, why can't I get it by myself? Yes, you're going to wait to have a lot of self, building, self-training. But guess what? Somebody still have to hold you by hand and help you, guide you. You got to listen to somebody. I will encourage every one of you to be coachable. A lot of you question too much. Do this and you ask why. No, it shouldn't be why. It shouldn't be how. Do this, how? Okay, go ahead. Oh, how? How do I do it? How do I start? Go ahead and get started. That is the only way you're going to win here. Because a lot of things that you're going to hear, as a new person, I'm telling you, wouldn't make sense. But in the power of our business is if you don't quit, you figure out all those things that delayed your business. But if you quit, you see yourself lose the multiple benefits associated with this business. You work in the business that has no schedule. What does that mean? Yes, you still have your job, right? But you don't work your job 24 hours. But this is where I come in on this. I have so many people about this. And hey, you know what? Your job right now, you're working 8 hours, 12 hours, 10 hours, 16 hours. Guess what? Are you working all those hours over time because you have to pay your bills or because you just have to keep that extra? Tell yourself the truth. See yourself, the first 2 years, at least in this business, see yourself as somebody who is just going to school to get, associate program degree. So what does that mean? When you are in school, you're working to pay your bills. Yes, I understand. We all have families back home. And we understand that. We all do. But guess what? If you are in school, what's going to happen? You work enough to pay your bills. You help them the best you can and say, hey, I am in school right now. I am in school. And all of them will get it that you're in school. So you're not making that much money. I want you to see this WFG business now as you are in school. For those of you that are still very new. For those of you that are still working. If you don't treat it as a school, you will never get to understand what this business is about. Treat it as a school. Work enough to pay your bills. Devote your time to training and have training mentality, have meeting mentality. See yourself associate more with your trainers to be able to build you up. Now, in this business, I like to talk about this, residual, trial, renewal, 1099, passive income that we get here. This is the butter and the bread for us here. Yes, we get paid twice a week. Can you imagine getting paid twice a week in this business? And when you have built this business to some point, you have all this coming income from what you've done in the past, continue to come, continue to pay you. I mean, sometimes, I know I didn't work, I didn't do anything. Man, I looked, wow, it's, it was a renewal income coming. I mean, I've been active now for 4 years in this business. Just my, passive income alone every month. Wow. My passive income in this business a month is more than $10,000. I worked in nursing. My people, just listen to this. I worked in nursing for 17 years. I have to always clock in to make money. But here, having devoted time in this business for the past 4 years, I make at least $10,000 every month that I don't have to work for. Come on, come on. Somebody is still being deceived and fooled and telling you that, hey, you need a steady income. I have not received a dime again since last 4 years I left nursing. But today, even if I stop running this business now, this business will be paying me no less than $200,000 for the rest of my life. But remember that your license here is transferable to your children. What does that mean? I pass away, my children will continue to get paid for the business I have built here. Excuse me. That is already a legacy, generation wealth that is already designed because I said yes. The ownership program is amazing. So when you look at this, it's just wonderful. Now, I like numbers. Like, Mrs. said, hi, I follow Francisca's numbers. Okay. Yes, this is my number. Just the last last 12 months, up to August. Then you look at this. For some of you that don't want to recruit, you don't want to build, you just want to, hey, get my license. I don't want to talk to anybody. You are denying them those people that God wants to bless through you. God has given you the ear to hear about this business, has made you to understand this business, have given you license. Please do not keep it under the table. It is light. The light should be on the table to shine for all to see. It should be that light. Now, this is my personal, right? This is my personal, but I want you to see the power of building. This is my super team. Personally, I was able to help 19 people to come into the business. That's not fantastic, but guess what? Because my team are growing so fast, I barely have time to, to go out and even talk to people on my own, which I still want to do. But hey, they scheduled me. I went to bed last night after 3. I was training this person and this person, this person and this person, that person and that person nonstop. But I was still able to pull 19 and help them to come into the business. But guess what? If it was only me to run, there would be only 19 new people in my organization. But look, in my super team, there are 620 people came into my organization. Come on. Then look at the points. Okay, this is my personal point, right? But I want you to calculate. Yeah, as an SMD at that time, because even at EMD, we are all the same contract level, just being a higher level is just promotional level. It's still the same, 80% depending on the company or 65%, depending on the company, Okay, now, if you, calculate my income from this 360,000 based on 65,000, what would it give you? I mean, 65%, okay? But if you calculate that based on 80%, what would it give you? I want you to do the math. So let's just run with 80%. So I'm on 80% contract level, and guess what? This is what I did last 12 months. So what do you think my income will be? Already, that is amazing. Let's say now my pay is just from here. To God be the glory. I still bless Susan, who showed me this business, because nothing wouldn't have given me that kind of income. That income will be over 200,000, 250 and a little over if you run this by 80%. But because I am there to show people what I have been shown, to bring hope, to bring life, our best gift to people is the business opportunity. Product is great, but greater is the business opportunity. Give everyone the chance. Talk to everyone. Keep going. Forget about those that are saying no now. But guess what? Do not even forget them when they tell you no. Keep them in your list. Never delete any name, but keep going and look for those people that you're going to transform and change their lives. So because of this, my income is not 250,000 or worth, which is still amazing. That has placed me on the 5% too. But guess what? This is what we call stable income. Okay, by August, I got to 500,000 annual income in this business. So where did that come from? Because I only worked for about 250,000. You are thinking that you have stable income where you work, but my income is double because of building business. Why wouldn't you? What's holding you? What's stopping you? What is stopping you? Talk to everybody. Give everybody a chance. You go to church, you go to party, you go to everywhere. Talk to them. You know, when I see people, I look at them, you know what? Hey, I think I can be a blessing to this person. I am looking beyond that person. I am not just looking at that person now, you know, because I know that if I get this person to understand what we do, that person's life will change. And the tons of people that I don't know will also be transformed through this person. If you start seeing our business that way, I'm telling you, you see yourself talking to everybody around you. And you don't know who has been crying and soaking their pillow at night, asking God to please show me a way, and you can be that way. Would nothing have, you know, ever brought me to this level? No. But today, what does that mean? My passive income here, like I mentioned, is more than 200,000. So even if I don't do anything now, I can be making about 250,000 income for life that will still transfer to my children. Excuse me. My nursing license will die when I die. Your medical license will die when you die. My school license will die when you die. Will the children use them? No. But because of what I've done, I've already built legacy for my children. We are here for American dream. This business is here, that American dream for us. I want you, my people, to open your eyes to see this. And this is an untapped market so far in our community. Remember that we all come here. A lot of people come, hey, let me go to school, go back home to work. But we know that it's not the same anymore, right? So a lot of us are here now, and that people are aging in abroad. So we need to help them out. Okay, do not be trapped on, oh, I still, you know, I can't leave my job, I'm too busy. I understand. This business has options for me and you. So somebody tells you they're in school, they're working, they're this and that, fine. Can you sit down for 1 week at most, you know, with 2-3 hours a day and study for your license and just be a referral? A referral, guess what? I have a lot of people that are referral in my organization. I have a lot of side agents. I call them sometimes secret agents. They don't even want anybody to know they're in the business. You go to your doctor, you have a lot of those people that think they're doing great. They don't want to do this, fine. But they have a lot of people that they will fight you. I have so many high income earners. I have millionaires in my team. They are doing so well already in their careers. That's fine. But guess what? Do not think that they are all settled. They still want some more. They want that passive income. But the way you're going to make that happen is showing them the revenue sharing. Hey, you know what? Why don't you sit down, study, get your license, refer those people to me, those your friends, those your coworkers. I will do the work and you get paid. I'm telling you, that is the magic. I have tons of them. I have tons of them in my team. They see themselves making passive income of $2,000 a month, $5,000, $10,000, some more, depending on the caliber of people they're sending to me. But they love you so much because they don't have to work to make that extra passive income. I'm telling you, they love that. They give you more than, they give you more than, they give you more than. Fine. You are out there looking for those that can devote time to come for training, but not everyone would have time to come for training in the beginning until they see the picture. How about giving them the chance of referral? Gonna use that to help so many people. And when they start giving you referral, I have a lot of them that has like from referral agents today. You know, they are SMB and I have tons of EMDs. These are doctors that just gave me name. Go and see my friend. And who they gave me the name said, you know, I want to do this. They jumped in and started running the business and started building everywhere. I hope what I'm saying is making sense. So when people tell you, no, I don't have time to do this, it doesn't mean they don't like it. But give them that chance of coming as a referral agent. Get them to get their license. Now, when they have license, they give you more referral, especially our community. I tell you, they no benefit, they no give you anything. they have to benefit to give you names. So what does that mean? Get them to be licensed where they will get paid. And you see them being intrigued to give you more names. Then part-time, those of you that are part-time, see yourself as having a twin career. Do not mistreat the business. If you mistreat the business, business will not treat you well. Business is great, but you gotta be able to devote time, come to training, understand how to run the business. Then do it on the side until you see yourself able to come full-time. So from referral, people can come full-time. From part-time, people can come full-time. Full-time is you're all in, that's all you do. Okay, especially when you see yourself as a SMD, as a broker, you are all in. And you're gonna see yourself at that time, master what we do. So I want you to see yourself now, start giving people a chance, option 2 and option 3 more. I don't know if you were doing that already, but that will help you have so many people in your organization. Okay, so now be the champion and great one of your business. Lead from the front. Even if you started today, even if this, you just enrolled to the BFG yesterday, a month ago, 1 year ago, be that leader and lead from the front. You gotta have the meeting mentality. You're gonna see yourself want to build and want to recruit and increase the, the number of your organization. You have to be the one doing, you have to be giving that point. You have to have that cash flow. I tell you what, you see, like myself, yes, I tell my team, if I can do it, even with all the busy I am, you can still do it. So lead from the front, because those people that are coming behind you, they're looking up to you. So every one of you, you are the one holding somebody behind you from moving forward. Unless you got that person who is already, a champion, that they come here, they don't care what's going on. Now, I am not bragging, but to God be the glory. When I came, I was not looking up to anybody, because the person that referred me was not even in the business. So that what does that mean? I didn't even have somebody I knew, no, I came, I registered. I didn't even know there was anything that a leader or SMD that was supposed to guiding you, directing. No, I will run to this person. Hey, okay, so what do I need to do again? And that is how I was the first 3 months. My EMD at that time didn't even know me, because he was busy with a lot of other people. It was when he was started seeing my numbers, he was like, wow, who is this lady? So what does that mean? People like that are not much, but there are a lot of people that will come. They're looking at you to hold their hand. They're looking at you to guide them. They're looking at you to direct them. They're looking at your numbers to refer, to prove, to convince them. So I want you to run from the front. Keep your numbers up, recruiting numbers, your points, your cash flow, because you want to be that who is motivating them. You want to pull them, you want to attract them, you want to help them. Okay, so you gotta lead from the front. You gotta know what you want. How big and what do you want to gain out of this business? You have to know what you want. That is very important. Some of you still struggle here because you're not sure of yourself. You're not sure of what you want to win and gain out of this business. You have to write down what you want. Where do you want to see yourself in this business in the next, yes, this is November gone. There's still 1 month, 1 full month left. What do you want to achieve in this, before December 31st is up? You have to write it down. You have to know what you want. Do you want to have maybe 3 more people have license with you? Do you want to have somebody become MD with you? You want to help somebody to become SMD with you? You want to have, 10 new people in your organization? You have to know what you want. If you know what you want, then you start running for that, okay? Then have a goal on how to get what you want. Draw the numbers. Okay, hey, for me to be able to have new business partner, I have to be able to run appointments, at least between 2 to 5 appointments every day. Because by the time you see yourself in front of 2 to 5 people every day, by the end of the week, how many appointments have you done? By the end of the month, how many have you done? But guess what? Our business is business of number. You have to do a lot to get that little. So 10 appointments give you about 1 business partner. 10 appointments give you about one business partner. So how many are you doing when you say, I'm not getting results? You do 1 or 2 appointments, I say, oh, nobody's signing up. Nobody's listening. No. Okay? So have a clarity on how to move to that goal. It must be clear. It must be clear and be consistent. Yes. Okay. You must be consistent. Not today you work, tomorrow you are depressed, tomorrow you are angry, tomorrow. No, you have to be consistent regardless what is going on. The mental toughness have to be there. Guess what? A lot of people are going to criticize you. Yes, when I started, Francisca, are you crazy? With your, good career, what do you think you're doing? I said, what I'm doing, you will get to know. And get that mental toughness because adversities will come. But for great ones, adversity is always the training that bring them to the next level. So do not let adversity be why you are not moving forward in the business because it will come. You're going to be criticized by, your immediate family, your spouse, your children, your uncle, your aunties, your friends. Yes, they will, because they don't understand what you're doing. They don't know where you're going. Your goal is not their goal. The power and what this business will bring to you, they don't see it. So you shouldn't be looking at them. You should be looking at your goal. Choose discipline over pleasure. A lot of us are not where we are because we like our comfort. Discipline yourself. Let go of, a lot of us still, see yourself on the WhatsApp, all these messages they're sending on the Facebook and everywhere, Instagram. If they are not making you money, get away from that. You are in the money-making business. If being on Instagram is not making you money, get away from that. If Facebook is not making you money, get away from that. Being on WhatsApp and every minute you're listening and reading this and laughing over this, if this is not making you money, get away from it. You gotta discipline yourself to get to where you're going to. Okay? And some people say, Francisca, do you actually sleep? Man, I sleep. Well, if you sleep, your money will sleep. Okay? If you sleep less, guess what? Your money will sleep less. If you sleep late, then your money will sleep later. So what do you want? Don't sleep too much. Don't sleep too much. Francisca loves sleep so much. I tell you, people that know me know, oh my God, you leave, I can sleep the whole day. I love to sleep, but let me sleep and see if I can get what I need and what I want. Be determined to win. Have that burning desire. It shouldn't be your leader pushing you. It should be you. That desire to win should be your drive. Dedicate your life to greatness. Don't see yourself, oh, those people, they already made it. They started just like you. That old man was once a baby. That CEO was once a training associate. But what made the difference? They did not quit. When that criticism came, when the adversities were hitting them, they have that, the mentality to win. Be brave in your battle, in your dream. I know you have dream. That is why you're here. Do not see yourself slack because of whatever that is going on. Your dream should drive your conviction. You look at that dream every minute. Let that drive your convictions in this business. Then your conviction should drive your conversation. You're talking to people. Your conviction in this business is not trying to convince them anymore. Your conversation will be, you're just bringing the fact. You're bringing out the fact. I don't try to convince anybody because I'm convinced already. You have to be convinced about what we do. You have to be convinced about your dream and being a great person and winning in this business. When you speak, people will sense it, they will feel it. But when you're not sure, you're confused, they see the confusion. Nobody wants to follow a confused person. You gotta be excited about that big goal and big dream. And people follow you with that. Okay? Your conversation should drive your decision and not people deciding for you. They're not going where you're going. Stop asking your auntie, your mom, that this and that to decide for you, your friends. No. Let what your conversation is be a drive for what you decide. And let your decision drive your action. Let your decision, the decision should come from inside, not from external. If more of your decision is coming from external, I'm telling you, you're not going to get anywhere. But if it's coming from internal, from inside of you, guess what? You will push your action to, to where you're going to. Then your action should drive your expectation. Your action should drive your expectations. You got to put some action in. It's not going to happen just, by magic. But guess what? Most importantly, have a vision. Have a vision. Have a vision. How many times did I say that? Have a vision. You must. If you don't have a vision, just like the Bible says, a leader without vision, what does that lead their people to? To perish. You must have a vision. Every one of you here that just started, you paid your registration to do your AMA or WFG, you are a leader. You are a leader already. Now you're going to be looking at how do I make that leadership come out? How do I get out of my shell and be who I'm supposed to be here? Write down your vision. Until you write that down, it is not a vision. You must write it down. You must write your vision down. I'm telling you, even myself, the moment I have mine written down, like, wow, I should have done this. Maybe, since I registered with this business. I'm telling you this morning, write down your vision. Your business will change. For those of you maybe that will have my number, you can text me and say, Francisca, I wrote down my vision. It is true. I am telling you, I promise you, mark it down. Write down your vision. But I want you to know that when you write that down, you have to read it out. You must read it out. You might be asking why. You must record it. You must record your vision. After you record it, listen to your recorded vision at least 3 times a day. You will put that burning desire from your, orifice, from the whole of your body to, to your head. I am telling you, listen to it at least 3 times a day. Your vision that is written down and that is recorded and you listen to often will change your perspective. But I want you to know that your vision is not for you. Your goal is for you. Your goal is for you to, get to your dream, but the vision is not for you. Your vision should be so huge that it will scare you. Your vision is for other people, not for you. So you are owing people if you did not write it down and read that, because your vision will drive you. Your vision will change you. Now, this is my vision. This is the leadership vision. To have 500,000 licensed agents. Why do we need that much? Because we need as many as to be able to reach out to so many people. If you're not licensed, you can't help people, right? So you're gonna be licensed to help people. So we need as many to be licensed. But my goal is to create so many millionaires worldwide, not just here. You've got a lot of people back home that are struggling. How many people can I put into that cycle to become millionaires? It could be Naira millionaire. It could be whatever currency millionaire. It doesn't matter. I want people to be millionaires. I want to see 100 million families become financially independent. That if they want to buy the basic things they need for their family, they can afford it. Not just here in US, everywhere. I want to build the largest leadership, development and organization in the world. And the largest charitable factory worldwide, beginning from back home, from Nigeria to everywhere. Helping so many people bringing hope. Yeah, this business is blessing me and is blessing people back home. You know, my goal is to, you know, help so many communities have at least water source that those people that are still buying water can at least use that money to maybe buy fish to cook their soup. Yeah, it's not much yet, but at least I have installed 3 solid machine drill waterable, you know, water source. People don't pay to go to those communities to fetch water today. And my goal is to have as many as, then also to build so many factories where we're gonna have people go and learn different skills. How many people do you know back home that finish school, no job? If we can help them to have different skills, it will reduce the crime. Because guess what? My goal is to build where they're going to be learning things in my factory. They won't pay to go and learn it. I will give it to them as a scholarship. Once they finish, they will start working in the factory and making money. And once they get their own money, they can go and start their own business. I want to create income opportunity as many as. So why am I looking out for 500,000 licensed agents? To help so many people start making money here through WFG. But guess what? Now they'll be able to go, because with one person I know their community, because right now I'm talking to, you know, those from Congo, from this and that, from Liberia. We're going to their community. Let's go and start at least one. Start doing things in your community. That is the power of being in this business. But guess what? We'll get to every community to bring that hope and excitement. But I tell people, hey, you know what? I'll get to your people, but you just have to open the door and lead us to it. So looking at this, you must write your vision down. Let that vision be open to accommodate so many people. Not just saying, I want to have 5 licensed agents. I want to have 2 people that are rank ANAs in my team. No, that is not a vision. A vision is to transform lives. So if I can, you know, one moment, I will play my recorded video, you know, vision that I listen to all the time. Like I encourage every one of you to have your own recorded, listen to that. Is a powerful drive that will actually help you to stay focused, to, you know, be disturbed. I'll put it that way. Because when you listen to that vision, what does it do? It makes you to be disturbed, and it makes you to, you know, want to go out there and make that vision come life. So listen to this with me for a minute, and I will be, okay, one moment. Let me see, let's, don't have, okay, power to share that part. But if it will play, that would be great. If not, we can leave that alone. It's a very powerful, you know, drive for me all the time. And I tell you what, ever since I have that recorded, it has been life-changing. Okay, for some reason, I don't know if it's because I'm on a different zone. There's not, it's not playing, no problem. I'll leave that alone. But with this, you know, I hope I brought a little bit of value. I hope, you know, you see a little bit of picture that will help you to move forward. All we're doing is not to, you know, hey, crack your brain to put everything in there. But you know, we're out there, just in myself, to tell you that this business is out here to bring hope and excitement. This is the dream. Yeah, there are a lot of things out there that are doing great compared to what? Compared to what in our business? So a lot of you here, I encourage you to set up, take ownership of this business. And what you see today, you might see it not going so well. That's okay. It is a business. It's not a job, okay? It's a business. Be patient with it, but do all the right thing that you're supposed to do. Be patient, but give yourself, I tell everyone, give yourself the next 5 years in this business. Do all the right things. By the time 1 year is up, you're going to see a lot of things that you did wrong that made you not to have a lot of results in the first year. Then you correct them moving forward. The next 1 year, the next 2 years, the next 3 years, I'm telling you, if you do it all right, you must win. Everyone who have done it right have won in this business. And I'm looking to see every one of you rise to the top. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Please, can you all mute yourself and give, Francisca?
Oh my God. This is fire.
Wow, Francisca. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I gotta say this. It's like I just got recruited again for the first time, listening to you. My friend, I don't know how to thank you, but when I made that call and you said it's not a problem, you will do it. I didn't expect anything near what I got here this afternoon. Thank you so much. I mean, SMDBs of 1.5 million points.